September 10th, and Blake Snell and the Dodgers look to overpower Colorado at Dodger Stadium. In Baltimore, Paul Skenes takes the ball ready to prove again he's the future ace. And in Seattle, Logan Gilbert leads the Mariners against a Cardinals team fighting to stay alive. Welcome to Outatime Sports. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for daily MLB breakdowns and picks. Texas versus Milwaukee. Freddie Peralta versus Merrill Kelly. Texas, 60%, over 55%. Texas is more solid at home, with an effective bullpen. Milwaukee leans on Peralta, who can deliver quality starts. But Texas' balanced offense can punish pitches in the zone. Expect runs on both sides. Boston versus Athletics. Peyton Tell versus Mason Barnett. Boston, 60%, under 58%. Boston trusts Tell's ability to limit contact, while Barnett brings youth and inconsistency. Boston's lineup is deeper, but this could be low scoring if both starters control the zone. San Francisco versus Arizona. Eduardo Rodriguez versus Carson Seymour. San Francisco, 50%, over 56%. Rodriguez's experience gives San Francisco the edge. Arizona will look to exploit speed on the bases, but the Giants' discipline at the plate tilts the matchup. Los Angeles Angels versus Minnesota. Taj Bradley versus Jose Soriano. Los Angeles, 57%, under 55%. Bradley has been sharp with his fastball-slider combo, while Soriano remains inconsistent. The Angels' lineup and bullpen advantage matter at home, though Minnesota has long ball potential. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. Paul Skenes versus Tyler Wells. Baltimore, under 54%. Skenes continues to emerge as an ace with dominant stuff. Wells is vulnerable if knocked off rhythm early. Baltimore at home, with their hot offense, is a clear favorite. Cleveland versus Kansas City. Michael Wacha versus Logan Allen. Cleveland, 59%, over 55%. Allen has been steady at home, while Wacha offers shorter but competitive outings. Cleveland's bullpen and clutch lineup give them the edge in a higher scoring matchup. Miami versus Washington. Jake Irvin versus Irie Perez. Miami, 63%, under 55%. With Perez on the mound, Miami takes control. Irvin is inconsistent and allows traffic on the bases, which Miami can exploit. Tight scoreboard, but edge to Miami. Philadelphia versus Mets. Clay Holmes versus Christopher Sanchez. Philadelphia, 62%, under 56%. Sanchez has control and steady starts give Philly the upper hand. Holmes struggles with the Sourners, and Philadelphia's bats are more reliable. Expect a low-scoring win for the Phillies. Yankees versus Detroit. Jack Flaherty versus Carlos Rodon. New York Yankees, 66%, under 55%. Rodon has regained consistency, and with the Yankees lineup heating up, the advantage is clear. Flaherty faces a tough challenge against New York's depth. Toronto versus Houston. Jason Alexander versus San Jose Berrios. Toronto, 61%, over 58%. Berrios' edge on the mound and Toronto's home field offense tilt this matchup. Alexander struggles against power lineups, and Houston may respond, pushing the game over. Atlanta versus Chicago Cubs. Jameson Taillon versus Chris Sale. Atlanta, 63%, under 56%. Sale can still frustrate hitters, but Atlanta's depth and bullpen superiority make them the favorite. Expect a controlled, lower-scoring game. Chicago White Sox versus Tampa Bay. Ryan Pepiot versus TBD. Tampa Bay, 61%, over 56%. Pepiot is steady, but Tampa's offense is deeper and more reliable. Even with uncertainty in the rotation, the Rays' bats give them the edge at home. San Diego versus Cincinnati. Andrew Abbott versus Nick Pivetta. San Diego, 59%, over 57%. Abbott faces Pivetta in a balanced duel. San Diego's bullpen and home advantage push them slightly ahead in a game. Trending height. Seattle versus St. Louis. Michael McGreevy versus Logan Gilbert. Seattle, 64%, under 56%. Gilbert's steadiness and Seattle's home field presence provide the edge. McGreevy is still unproven, giving Seattle control in a lower-scoring contest. Dodgers versus Colorado. Kyle Freeland versus Blake Snell. Los Angeles Dodgers, 70%, over 56%. Snell's dominance in the Dodgers' powerful lineup make them heavy favorites. Freeland is overmatched, and LA looks like one of the day's safest picks. Safe pick. Los Angeles Dodgers over Colorado. Blake Snell versus Freeland plus LAS offense is a mismatch. Pick of the day. Baltimore Orioles over Pittsburgh. Paul Skenes dominates, and Baltimore's offense is too much for Wells. Value pick. Seattle Mariners over St. Louis. Logan Gilbert at home gives Seattle an edge in a game with strong value. Suggested parlay of the day. Dodgers to win. Baltimore to win. Seattle to win. Yankees to win. Which matchup is your lock tonight? Drop it in the comments. Smash that like and subscribe for daily MLB picks Outatime Sports, where the action starts.